Hey everybody, Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another fragrance review. This time we're going to be taking a look at a fragrance from Dior. This one is called Dior Aqua Fahrenheit. So this is obviously a flanker to Fahrenheit by Dior. This is a little bit more of a citrusy and summery version, a little bit more of a fresher take on the original. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and review this one. I'm going to tell you how this smells, how it performs when you can wear it, and things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's go and get started. So when you first spray this one on, what I get pretty much right in the opening is leather, grapefruit, and violet leaf. The leather comes through pretty much right away when I spray it. The grapefruit gives it a nice citrus pop, a little bit of a brightness, and then the violet is what gives it a little bit of that petrol type of smell that Fahrenheit is known for. Like I said, I pick up on the leather pretty much right away, even though it isn't a top note. It does come in very quickly. I also start to pick up on some mint as it starts to dry down a little bit. After about like a minute or two of it being on skin, the mint starts to come in and that gives it a nice fresh pop as well. I also get this cucumber type of smell. There is no cucumber note listed, but there's something in there that gives it like this cucumber type of smell as well. Overall, this stuff smells really good. It's something that kind of gets you right in the face. In terms of other aqua fragrances out there, there really aren't that many that smell like this. This is very unique. Again, when you're looking for summer fresh fragrances, a lot of them tend to kind of smell the same, or at least be very similar in terms of the notes that they use in the scent profile and how they develop. But this stuff right here, this takes it in a different direction. This is very unique. It's not your Nautica Voyage or Aqua de Jo type of smell. This is completely different. As this fragrance starts to dry down, it starts to get a little bit sweeter. So as time goes on, it sweetens up just a little bit. Some vetiver starts to come in. There's some basil as well. That gives it a little bit of like a sweetness. The vetiver gives it a nice woodiness, a little bit of a spiciness. And of course, there's still that leather, which is still very prominent. Like I said, the leather was prominent in the beginning, and it's also very prominent in the dry down as well. Some of the citrus starts to wear off and you're left with that nice violet leather, vetiver, and basil type of smell in the dry down, again giving it a nice woodiness, a nice sweetness. Overall, it just smells really nice. If you've been looking for a fragrance that's a little bit more unique for spring and summertime, this is one that you're going to want to check out because, like I said, there aren't that many that smell like this, and that's something that's really refreshing if you are a fan of fresh fragrances or of citrus fragrances, but they all do kind of smell the same, or you are starting to get tired of them or bored of them. Definitely check this one out because this is a completely different take on what an aqua fragrance usually is. And this would also be a good time to address the fact that there is no aquatic notes in this. This doesn't smell like an aquatic fragrance necessarily, but again, it is a fresher, citrus, heavy version of the original. And I'm assuming that's where the aqua comes from. Like I said, this isn't an aquatic. There's no, salty ocean notes or anything like that. It is just a fresher version of Fahrenheit. Before I touch on performance, let me just hop in here and say if you haven't checked out my decanting course yet, go ahead and do that now. If you head on over to chaosfragrances.com or click the first link in the description, you can check it out there. I go over everything you need to know on how to decant fragrances in that course. There's some discount codes going around. If you enter your email in the pop-up box, you can get it for $16 total. Or if you become a pro member by clicking the second link, you can get it for $10. And the pro membership is only $2 a month. There's a ton of other great perks and benefits. There's giveaways I do every month. There's review requests, a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So make sure you check out that stuff. Both those links are down below. Now let's go and talk about performance on this one. So this performs really well on my skin. Longevity wise, I'm getting about 8 hours or so consistently. Projection, it does tend to sit a little bit closer to the skin rather than push out, so it's about moderate, but that's perfectly fine by me. I also want to point out this is the splash and spray version of the fragrance, so the cap screws off and you're left with the bottle that looks like this. And you can either splash it on or you can spray it on, of course. But this is nice because it makes it really easy to decant. If you want to learn how to decant, check out the course. And I just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of times when you think of a fragrance that may be a splash on, you may think that it might have poor performance just because if you're splashing it on, you're probably going to be getting some more on your skin than you would if you were spraying it, just depending on how you use it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. This does perform really good, even though it is a splash and spray. This is like the older version. I don't think they necessarily make the splash and spray version anymore, if I'm not mistaken. but it does perform really well. Like I said, longevity about 8 hours, which is really good, especially for an aqua fragrance. Again, even though this isn't an aquatic, this is still a fresher citrus fragrance, and the fact that it performs about 8 hours longevity, that's really good. Some people may say it could project a little bit better, but I'm personally okay with it. I don't mind the fact that it does sit closer to the skin, because in the heat it is going to push out even more. So once you are wearing this outside in the sun in the daytime, it's going to push out even more than normal, so it's not really a huge issue for me. Compliment factor on this one will be pretty decent. This isn't going to be something like Sauvage from the same brand that's going to be a compliment monster. This is something that's going to be a little bit different. Maybe not everyone's going to like this scent, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that people are going to dislike the scent, because I think overall this is for the most part very safe compared to the original Fahrenheit that some people may hate. This is toned down quite a bit. It's made more wearable, so I think that in terms of getting compliments, you're going to be pretty well off with this one. Not everyone is going to love it, like I just said, but I don't think people are necessarily going to dislike it. I think it's going to get you a lot of positive attention if you're wearing it in the summer. And that leads me into when you can wear this scent in the spring and summer. I think it's best for just warmer weather. This is going to be great for that. In terms of situations, really I would say about anything from casual to a little bit formal, a little bit dressed up, going out or whatever that may be, or even just dressed down. I feel like it could work for both. Just very versatile for pretty much any time in the warmer months. So let's talk about price real quick before we wrap this up. This, I do believe, is completely discontinued, if I'm not wrong. I'm not fully 100% sure. I picked this one up off of eBay a while ago, so that's where I got mine. I got it for about $98, I believe, for the 100 ml bottle or 125 ml bottle like this, which is, in my opinion, a great price for this scent. I think it's worth that price 100%. This is a Christian Dior, so it is going to be more expensive anyway. They aren't really at discounters all that often, and when they aren't going to be discounted that much more than retail. That's just kind of how it works. So picking this up for, let's just say, about $100 for 125 ml, that's a great price, and you're getting a really high quality, really unique scent for that price, and I'm perfectly happy with it. So if you're looking to pick up a bottle, you're just going to have to look around on different websites. eBay and the Facebook groups are probably going to be your best bet. I'm sure you're going to see bottles pop up on there for pretty good prices most of the time. So should you blind buy Aqua Fahrenheit? I would say that depends on a number of things. One being, do you like the original Fahrenheit? This does differentiate from that one a decent amount. This one is lighter, it is fresher, so if you like the original Fahrenheit, I can't see any reason why you would not like this one, because like I just said, it's a lighter, fresher version of that one. So if you like the original Fahrenheit, then perhaps it would be a good idea for you to give this one a shot, a blind buy, because chances are you're probably going to like it. Keep in mind though, this one is a little bit harder to find as of recently, so if you haven't smelled the original Fahrenheit and this is going to be a complete blind buy for you, you're probably going to want to be a little bit more careful, because like I said, these are going for around $100 or so for the 125 ml bottle that I've seen, so that is a pretty expensive blind buy, but it's probably not going to get too much cheaper than that for this bottle size if you're looking for a new bottle. So really you're going to have to make the decision yourself. Like I said, personally, I feel like it's pretty hard to dislike this one. I really enjoy the scent. I blind bought this and I'm happy with it, but not everyone may feel that way. It's got this nice minty, cucumbery, citrus, scent with a little bit of leather. It's just a very green, fresh scent with a little bit of a sweet overall touch. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, then I would say you could give it a shot. I just want to reiterate, this is not your average Aqua fragrance. This is not something that smells like what we're generally used to smelling from fragrances with Aqua written in the name. This is completely different. So if you're looking for that unique summer fragrance, something that you haven't really smelled before, that you aren't going to smell that often, definitely go ahead and check this one out. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is my review on Dior Aqua Fahrenheit. Let me know if you've tried this one down below and what you think of it if you have tried it. Like I said, I like this one a lot. I want to get into picking up some more of the Fahrenheit flankers because this is a really good fragrance. The OG Fahrenheit, one of the best fragrances out there for men. And I'm just trying to get into picking up some of the other flankers. And I want to get a bottle of the regular one as well. I've smelled it a while back, but I don't have a bottle yet. So I'm looking to try to build up my Fahrenheit collection. So again, if you've tried this one, let me know what you think down below. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.